Men can't believe it. First blind date, I met the girl I had a crush on when I was a child. It seemed that he was disgusted by his parents' arrangement. Gloomy face the whole time. Carl, smooth things out. It means we can meet again this time.
Pristajem. Udaću se za vas.
Annie was a little absent-minded at the wedding. It seems to be still recollecting the scene of being betrayed by her boyfriend a few days ago. Facing Carl's intimacy, he was disgusted, even disgusted. Carl is the only gold medal lawyer in this town. He is the Prince Charming in the hearts of many girls. Everybody knows that. He happened to treat a primary school classmate from more than 20 years ago. Love never forgets. On the train home, Carl spoke passionately on various topics. Cute knee looks impatient. You wouldn't even look at him. In the darkness, Carl introduced his town with a smile. Although there is no response. But he enjoyed it. Then I couldn't help but kiss it. Eyes full of joy and tenderness. Yet you are still as cold as ice. That day I met Carl again. He was also surprised. But why did you marry him? Just to prove that he can be happy without his ex-boyfriend. I still love my ex-boyfriend deep down. Looking at the beautiful wife that Carl married. The boy's eyes are full of envy. And praised Anne as pure as a white dove. Carl enthusiastically introduced Annie to his garden. And the servants who served him for many years. Facing the praise of the servant. Annie finally had a smile on her face. He likes everything here. Except for the man next to him. But he doesn't know. At this moment, a woman in town learned that Carl had gotten married outside. Everyone is crazy with jealousy.
Ali nije neka. Ti si meni ćero najlepša.
Go home. The variety of decorations shocked Annie. The servants have already prepared dinner. Carl gently massaged Annie's shoulders. I want to relieve her from the fatigue of the day. Everything is that, perfection is like a dream. But in the face of Carl's closeness, she still can't convince her heart. It's break time soon. But Annie hid in the bathroom and couldn't come out. Until 3 hours later, she had to go into the bedroom. The man has finally fallen in love with Muse for 20 years. Married into the door, but wedding night. Muse is thinking about other men. Carl asked Annie a little sadly, "Why are you staring at him like that? All you get is a light sorry." Although my heart hurts. But out of 20 years of secret love and love sickness, Carl still pretended to be calm and said, he deceived himself, and he must have been on the train too long. Cause a bad mood. Carl's thoughtfulness and forbearance. In exchange for Annie's resistance again and again. Until this time, Annie totally exploded. I can reach into your heart. Carl's eyes are scary. But Annie didn't care how he felt at all.
Ne mogu ja sa tobom. Ne mogu.
Annie said she had loved that man for 2 years. In church today, apparently promised to marry Carl. But deep down, she fantasizes about marrying that man. Carl almost laughed angrily. He and the girl in his memory seem like a different person. Why can he be so confident? Say such a jerk. Carl let go of all education for the first time. Ask Annie loudly why she tortures him like this. But Annie blamed it all on her parents. She said her parents forced her to marry. Even humiliated. But Carl still doesn't want her to leave alone at night. So he let Annie rest here in peace. He went to the study to make do with the night, and he knew in her heart that such a good man was rare. But emotions are mysterious. And he was thinking about that. Scum can't accept anyone at all. Carl is completely sleepless. The beloved woman has been married back home. I didn't expect this to happen. The next day, Carl decided to play hard to get. He spoke to Anne in an extremely cold tone. Then I read the newspaper by myself. But this trick didn't work at all for Annie. He didn't think he had done anything wrong at all. He even said that Carl married a strange woman. It's self-inflicted. Carl didn't want to take it anymore. He was so cynical about Annie. But Annie is the oily type. I'm about to pack up and go home. Carl quickly caught up. Say you want a divorce. But there is one condition. That is to have to pretend to be his wife for 3 months. But the ruthless Annie doesn't even want to help. Carl repeatedly asked, and promised never to break into this bedroom. Annie finally agreed. And at this moment, she would not have thought. It is these 3 months. Make her fall in love with the man in front of her completely. They are a model couple of incredible love in front of outsiders. The envious neighbor's little sister almost hanged herself, returning home as a complete stranger. But Carl's indifference made Annie uncomfortable. I even feel a little lost.
Sad ću ti reći. Ovdje su sve devojke bile zaljubljene u Radmila, ali on je hteo samo tebe.
Pobogu, Ljiljana. Julim da ostaje pidžamu. Laku noć.
Sometimes people are so strange. Gradually, Annie became more and more interested in Carl. He would sneak into Carl's study and fix his sofa. We'll secretly pick up his perfume and taste it carefully. We'll sit at his desk and feel the atmosphere of his work. I also wrote a letter to my mother, by the way. Compliment Carl's gentleman and gentleness in the letter. After being discovered by Carl, he actually offered a date.
Jel možemo da odemo malo u šetnju vode?
Naravno. Maroš je
A man
onako
met a crying
očekuje
little girl in the park. Annie hurried to buy her a lollipop to make her happy. But Carl thought, she's just acting in front of outsiders. The man is still so indifferent. Annie was very dissatisfied, so I took the initiative to take his arm for the first time. But Carl naturally rejected it. Annie couldn't tell what she was feeling at this time. She even said goodnight to Carl for the first time ever. Then she saw a letter from her ex-boyfriend. The letter expresses its sincerest wishes. But Annie wasn't happy at all. Even a little overwhelmed. Because she found out, I don't seem to love my ex-boyfriend that much anymore. Carl's proud face is all in my mind. Annie embroidered a throw pillow for Carl. Carl looked left and right and always thought there was a conspiracy in it. But the next morning he still expressed his gratitude. The words of the two people have increased since then. Carl was reading the newspaper. Annie sat quietly beside him cutting fruit. And sometimes he would steal Carl's papers. Just to be able to say a few more words to him. Get along with each other day by day. The relationship between the two is getting better and better. Annie's arm-twisting movements became more and more skilled and natural. The two talented women looked beautiful like a painting. Everything was clearly going in the direction Carl had envisioned. But this day Annie's ex-boyfriend came. I haven't had time to say anything yet. Carl just happened to be home and found this scene. Seeing men behave more and more boldly. He took off his expensive watch. Take off the jacket that restricts movement. Then immediately rushed in and started to touch scum.
Vi ste imali hrabrosti da se oženite, a sad razarate tuđi brak, a?
Kome vi nitkove, znate li vi ko sam ja?
Napolje iz moje kuće, cibatino jedna.
Carl dragged scum outside the door. The rage has consumed his sanity. I just want to kill each other. Although Anne stopped the accident in time. But this seed of hatred, it has long taken root in the depths of Carl's heart. He will never give up. Mountains and rain are coming. The more intense and exciting plot has just begun. Okay, here's the Savage movie. If you like it, please pay attention. Thank you.